Aloha everyone, welcome to another episode of my Season 6 Apex Arena reviews. The first match on Saturday for me was really weird. As you can see from my screenshot here, I waited more than 3 minutes for a match. That is unheard of. I was thinking my game was either bugged or Zilong wanted to give me the strongest player possible so I get smashed. So let's count how many zeros and threes are there on the screen. Well, I did eventually get into a game and I will share that game with you on the next episode, highlighting a few of my Betty games. Instead, today we will look at a couple of my losses this past weekend. Almost every match was insanely tough. I mean, insane. And I literally got my ass handed to me a few times. I will share 3 games. The first one I will highlight on why Rean is still the RNG king. So let's take a look at that specific game here. Where is my Rean game? Here it is. So overall, the pick ban was interesting to say the most. I saw Aka. It's basically, if you see look at this box, it's a rush box. Rozenciel, Clotaire, Joshua, T Jessica, Aries, SP Elwin, Matthew. And then Eggbird with teleport. Everything you can. It's a rush box, and it's most likely a juggler that has the special boots, but when I see this, you have to first ban Aka, because if not, you get rushed, especially when they're player 1, you get rushed to death. So I did ban Aka, and their first pick was Rozenciel. Interesting, right? And why? Because it's Rean first pick. Not more to say than that. So what I started doing is started banning any long leg heroes. I know it's kind of hard to ban all of them. It's just way too many, and he also started banning my long leg as well. The reason he picked this is because it counters my juggler a lot with being able to push around. Ban Betty because most likely he's gonna go with AoE. At least that's what my thought was. So I start, again, trying to ban as many long legs as possible. But they're all long legs, so you can't ban them all, right? And T-Jess is just so hard to deal with. So hard to deal with. I picked double tank because hoping I can survive some of the onslaught, which I think would have worked if not for Rean the RNG king. Literally. So let's see how bad he was. So in the very beginning, buff up, and look at that. The first move in the whole freaking entire game, Rean gets a Tenyo Breeze. So that already the start of the game already is like, oh, like you gotta be kidding me, right? No, and then of course she, with her skill, she can make Aries go even farther with that, depending on what they plan to do. Buff up because she doesn't have her own buff, so she buff herself up first. No reason to jump in yet. I just basically stand still. He gets ready. But basically by moving forward to this spot, there's no way for me to... I don't have Ak again, so I can't kill him off. He has access to entire screen, so it doesn't matter where I run to, I'm going to get hit. My positioning is pretty good, so yeah. Let's see what happens. So I got ready. Zarita is ready to kill somebody off. I did get a breeze, which is nice. And yep. So first move in the entire phase, first blood. Huge amount of damage. But let's stop here. So what happened? Heal reversal. disable passive, right? So what does that mean? It means if I try to heal her, she'll take lots of damage, and it also means that I lose my second life. Probably like the two worst skills that you can have on Albedo. Literally. What happened here? Right? I get heal reversal here again. I can't heal him, and then I get this mobility block. Again, another one worse. Because if I have mobility, I might be able to do a counter attack. And then juggler, I cannot receive buffs. So what does that mean? That means whatever I do, be shock and secret beast him is freaking useless. So literally one move completely destroyed my team, and that's why I lost. And I'll keep on playing, and I really don't even have to explain it. But that is exactly the reason why I lost. One freaking move. Yep. Damage juggler, hits the whole team. Juggler heals the team. 2 of my DPS gets more damage because of the healing. I mean, it's just yep. Continue to, and I didn't check that I had. So I just when I see all this invulnerable, I realized that I didn't have my I didn't check the debuff. So yeah, no damage. Yep, my team continues to die because of one move, and because I've been so badly damaged. She gets to pick off anything, and another breeze. She gets to pick off anything she wants. Yeah, and I'm gonna die from the fixed damage by Rean. It's just one attack literally destroyed my whole team. Not much to say. With different debuffs, I think I had a 50-50 chance of winning, but because of those specific ones, yeah, it's meaning I should have just ran away a lot quicker. But tough. I mean, literally get my ass handed to me. Right, moving on. Life goes on, right? All of us, I'm sure, had encountered some of those unfortunate games. So the second one I want to show is how powerful T Jessica is, and this one here is actually one of my last games I played against Toasted Ham, another very strong player. I put heal here, but I think it didn't. I think I misnamed this one, and I'll show you what it is. I do want to at least show the pick ban a little bit. This particular map doesn't really matter. Pretty standard. I think outside of her, I think pretty standard season 7 team. I do notice there is a demon Zarita, which is rare. But Lancer Landius, pretty common. Rozenciel, SP Elwin, you still A Ares, T Jessica, Yulia, Juggler. I mean, it's outside of these like 2 kind of rare oddballs, it's a pretty standard box. So I ban Juggler as usual. I get my Juggler ban. I got a Lance. Yep, I'll get the tank. I ban Rozenciel and Distel because I have Albedo. Like I said, if I'm using Albedo, I don't want to deal with her. I got Rean and Rozenciel banned. He plays Rean. Here's another one that Rean RNG messed me up, but that's not why I lost though. It's not. Well, that was one of the part of it. That's not the biggest factor. The biggest factor because I underestimated our friend T Jessica, our Light of Genesis here. So I was able to ban I believe SP Elwin here next. No, not yet. He just picked T Jessica. I didn't even do it yet. So I think what did he do? Oh no, I think I banned all his healers, so he just went on full on attack. But do keep in mind that Dealer can heal and Light of Genesis, the T Jessica can also heal. Lots of AoE debuff here, so I went with double healer here. And to counter D-Lid and T Jessica, I did bring Crystal Molders, but obviously Toasted Ham really like Light of Genesis, and that's why he got the skin. So guarantee he's a whale. 11%, that's 5 stars. Okay, and with 1122, that's pretty decent. But let's see how powerful she gets when she gets all her buffs. So with that, I think she can get up to what, 3 stacks. So we slowly, both of us kind of move forward. I want to kind of stay away from Rean as much as possible. I do have Betty to sort of counter Rean and Bozo, but not quite enough, I think. So I did bring Mass Resist to kind of counter some of the debuffs by Bozo and Rean. He continues to move forward. I'm slowly edging forward, getting ready. I was able to dispel his attack buff. Wait, did he have an attack buff? I can't remember. I thought he did. Okay, so T Jessica can buff herself. Wow, that did like no damage. 813. How much damage was that? Let's take a look again. So 9,231. Phantom Raid 2,800. No damage. And then he's also resistant to fixed damage because he's standing on a forest tile and it's a bracer. So 8,000. Like literally I just took 1,000. That's sad. Just sad. Even Landis took more damage than he did. Very strong, very strong. Yep, no healer, well, sort of pseudo healer, right? I'm getting ready to counter attack, and this is what happens, right? No damage, or barely any damage, which was fine. But this is, I'm not 100% sure why I did. Oh, because I was getting ready for Rean to do his AoE. But what I should have done is healed. What I should have done is healed. That's why I put healed. So here comes Rean. Boom. AoE. Not much damage. But two very important. He did clock, but the most important factor is that again, the RNG is not on my side. Silence on Joshua. I did rewind, so I did have my AoE up. So now I can't kill him off right away. Or I don't think that would have mattered. I don't think I would have been able to kill him off. But at least I may have been able to maybe snipe T Jessica, right? I think I could have sniped her because Landis was not in range. And then also, what you call it, the she didn't have a defense buff, right? And it's under 10,000, and I don't think she have fixed immunity. But the problem is though is that I got a heal reversal on Betty, which it was not that bad. It is still bad, but not that bad. Silence on Joshua, super bad. And this is the key factor here. I did get I didn't even notice at that time, and I should have again. So I didn't stick to basics and follow my the things that I should have done. But I got my passive disabled. So when your passive is disabled for Albedo, she loses her second life, right? So I wasn't even paying attention, but I did, renew my 3C. I healed up almost to full, but I did take some pretty big damage. He moved Rean back because I would have been able to snipe him possibly next. And from far away, one shot, 32,000. One shot. That is just insane damage there. And because I had my passive disabled, I wasn't able to revive without a tank. Way too many crazy damage. But let's just take a look how strong she was. So at 5 stars with 3 stacks, 1466 intel, full life Sork, completely destroyed me. I had 26,000. And if I healed and had more life, possibly if I don't know what I should have done. I think maybe if I heal with Liana instead of ending turn with Albedo, I could have survived. Or if I proc either my armor or my 3C, which none happened. So again, RNG was against me. She is the queen of RNG, but it didn't work. But once that happens, as you can probably guess, the tank is dead. He has all DPS. Yeah, I just don't have enough. And then my Joshua is still silent, so he can't do nothing. He can't do anything. And unfortunately, Betty didn't take enough damage to do enough. I mean, I was able to kill her off, but again, Rean survived. Just so disappointing. But without a tank, yeah, she just gets sniped. And with no ability to do AoE, I thought maybe I'd be able to, but then again, we still have Bozo. And with Bozo, just, yeah, so many debuffs. And of course, silence, GG. I don't even want to watch the rest. Oh, and then of course, more RNG, Blood Shield. I mean, everything that's good that can happen on their side happened. Everything bad that can happen on my side happened. So, yep. Another game where it is completely smashed. Completely smashed. But the last game, I literally felt like I got caught with my pants down by an unexpected hero. So let's see what we have here. Where is that game? It was against My Youth Is Back. So if you're wondering who My Youth Is Back, currently he is the top ranking player with 2,350 points. And why is he a top player? Well, let's take a look at the game and I can share my thoughts on it. But he is super good player. That, I mean, no doubt about it. So let's take a look at the game that I lost and what happened there. Why did I get my pants? Why did I get caught with my pants down? Or I felt that way. So let's take a look at his box. Right? Let's look at the box. So SP tank here, tank here, tank here, sort of a tank. Snipe. There's 2 assassins, 4 healers, and then because he's running strategic, that's why you get Emmerich and then Leonhardt, and then of course also what you call Leon. So it kind of makes sense. And then so basically he's healers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then have 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4 healer on 5 healers. Oh, that's a lot of healers. So quite interesting box, right? So at this point I wasn't sure how to pick ban. I'm not sure how you would pick ban, but what I should have done after all my thought and losing the game and going back and thinking it for 1 day and a half, I should have banned the assassins. That's how I lost, but I didn't. So I started banning the tanks because I didn't want to go juggler, and I went with my juggler because I wanted to go and maybe do some AoE and take care of them. So first thing he did is pick Rozenciel because that's the way to counter AoE. So debuff already. So I started banging the rest of his tanks. I picked my Rozenciel, feel like, hey, you know, I don't even know why I picked Rozenciel because he doesn't have any debuffers. That's a bad move by me. And he picked Autobuilder. It's like, whatever. And then I banned the rest of his tank, and then I should have, yeah, banned Zarita. But anyways, So when I did that ban, I already felt it's like, oh no, I should have banned Zarita. Because that's the only when if I have Rozenciel and I have Juggler, literally nothing can really kill me except for Assassin, and just really poor pick ban there by me. It didn't matter if he had a tank. Why? Because I was going AoE, right? So why did I not do that? So I don't even know. But by the end of it, I mean, I had Betty, which is not going to do anything, again, because thanks to Rozenciel and her powerful healing. He did pick another healer, and he picked another healer. So I was thinking, well, what the hell is he going to do? Oh, so we're probably going to do like a Zarita game, right? And I should be able to snipe him off with something, at least. But I have a lot of AoE attack, but he has a lot of AoE healing. But this is where I got my pants caught off, caught with my pants down, is because Ultimiller brought Flanix, and he brought Strong Arm. Then it dawned on me, it's like, oh crap, he can actually sort of tank. So if you're looking at my team, I actually have 2 magic user, but they are I set them up as AoE, and Crystal Warlock sucks for magic damage. And he has 3 healers, so there's no way for me to one-shot anything. And his winning condition is Zarita, and there's no way for me to kill Zarita one shot. So, anyways, let's continue with the game. We slowly edge toward each other. I'm trying to stay out of the range of Zarita. I mean, the other winning condition I have is I can jump in with my what you call it, with Juggler, lock Zarita down and hopefully kill her. That would have been one thought process, but he was super careful with positioning. So I mean, I have 4 AoEs. All my breezes on Juggler, kind of wasted. Slowly just kind of find an opening on both sides. So I was thinking maybe he might come in and teleport in and try to snipe one of my characters, which I wish he did, but of course he's much smarter than that. Right, because if he teleports Zarita in, kill off one of my characters and run away, and if I can kill off Zarita, then there's no win condition for him. So of course he didn't teleport. Very smart player. Just waiting and waiting, being very patient. But as we're getting closer and closer, it's gonna get to a point where I can't really hide anymore, and I don't have any characters that can take a hit and survive. The only one with the tank, and obviously she's not gonna kill my tank, right? So here comes teleport. Kill off my Bozo, which is a fraction buffer for my other characters too, and runs away. I jumped in, kind of locked Zarita down, hoping to be able to kill. But unfortunately, because Rozenciel has the healing on her, doesn't matter how much damage I do, he just heals back up, and I can't debuff her. I mean, I'm doing so much damage, right? I'm doing so much damage. But yep, come in. I was hoping, okay, maybe I can come in and, do more damage and cure her off. But unfortunately, it just doesn't happen because of that one heal. Yep, all she does is just stay there and get healed. Rozenciel, what star is Rozenciel? 20%. That's a 6-star Rozenciel. Yeah. So, well, I mean that, and plus there's 2 other healers. So 3 healers, Rozenciel. So if you're going AOE route, you gotta be able to ban Rozenciel because she just heals everything back up. It's just like juggler but worse. More healer from, but this is the part where it's kind of funny because bye bye Florencia, right? I was like, yes, I have a chance now, which I literally thought I did at that point, but my positioning is a little wacky. But yeah, more damage. I did get a silence on Zarita, which is nice, but she's gonna heal back up to full. Back to full. Crazy. Look at that. Crazy. And this is and the next I think I want to do is the worst mistake that I can think of. And you'll see why in a second. So nope. Back to full. Back to full. And that's the mistake I make right there. I have 3C thinking that, hey, you know, I want to kind of stay in the middle, 3C. I don't have to worry about the fog. And, you know, I have 2 lives, so nothing's going to be... I'm safe, right? At least that's what I thought. But that's the worst thing I could have done. That I did. That's why I lost the game. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Let's just take a look at how powerful that is. 764 defense, right? Flynex have reduced damage. But why did he take so little bit damage? And it's because of Automiller's talent. And look at his attack. It's 1625. He's going to get higher and higher. But right now he has Crystal Barrier. Where is he buff? Oh, right here. So you have 5 stacks. Attack plus 10%. Oh, no. He has 1 stack. Sorry. 1 stack. Attack plus 10%. Damage taking decreased by 5%. So it's 5 turns, but 1 stack. Okay. Let's see what happens as time goes on. And because of her 3Cs, doesn't matter. They continue to get healed. I was hoping to move Juggler back here so I can defend everybody, but of course, you know, my opponent is much smarter than I am. So she used there, block me off. And I should have moved Juggler up here, but I don't know, for some stupid move I tried attacking with my Betty. 0 damage to him. He gets back to almost full life. My positioning is still way out of luck. And I continue to be silly. I continue to be silly, and I think I ended my turn with Juggler right in that spot. Instead of me coming down here and blocking her completely off and maybe finishing her off, I stayed here. I don't know what I was thinking. Just so bad with the positioning, and I can't guard here either. But if you look at the damage done though, if you look at the damage done, I am at 310,000. He's at 73,000. Okay, the only thing that he can do now, if I can survive to the very end, which is turn 7 right now, I could easily win by damage, right? But my goal is to be not let Zarita snipe off my characters. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. Kill off, start killing off my healer, because the healer is where it's at. And unfortunately, because I mispositioned Juggler, she was able to do that. Because if I had Juggler here, then he could not have done that. And I still couldn't kill off Zarita. All those attacks, all thanks to, I don't know, just crazy. Just crazy. Because Betty sucks, right? Then you can't do any damage. Couldn't kill Zarita after how many, I mean, just how many different attacks. And now he moves in and finishes off with Automiller because of my bad positioning. So he planned it out exactly how he wanted. Now with me still winning the game, but I have literally no healer and he still have his assassin. And if you look at the attack is insane, right? Fraction buff. He has how many stacks? Okay, no, he has a lot of stacks now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stacks. So his attack has gone up to 40%. Damage taken by 5, 5, 5, so 20%. So he takes 20% less damage taken. With Flanex, physical damage would do no damage. And his attack has, look at that. I think if you get one more stack, you probably get up to a 2,000. Super strong. So Ultimiller, although everyone kind of disses him and laughs at him, it's no joke if you build him correctly and use him correctly. And even as a physical tank. And you know, with his 3C, not much, but look at that. Oh no, what happened there? Oh no, he lost some of his stacks. No, he lost his fraction buff. That's what happened. But here, see, physical damage, no damage. And I don't have he kill off all my magical damage healers. So unfortunately, even though I'm winning a lot by damage here, he will continue to kill off my characters one by one. Thanks to Zarita and healer. I can't do anything. Way too strong. And also because she doesn't have her faction buff, so that's why can't do much damage. And then of course Lancers doesn't do much damage as well. But yeah, there goes Betty. So a couple mistakes there. If I played the pick ban correctly, I think I would have won with a 99% chance. If I banned all Zarita and Alastrio. If I position correctly, I think I should have won much higher. If my Rozenciel survived, I would definitely feel like I would have won 50-50 at least. But unfortunately, without a healer and just getting constantly whacked at by 3 people, 2 range and 1 super strong Ultimiller with 1900 attack has cost me the game. And that is why top players are top players, right? Not only do they understand the basic fundamental ways of using heroes in a team, but they also know how to make good synergy within the team they pick ban. So pick ban is super important when you play against a player like this. So if you see that box that I just showed you, you know 100% that is Mayuthi's back. So you better ban, depending what kind of box you have, you better ban those assassins there. Yeah, and this also shows that if you put enough love into a hero, you can make some magic happen, like Ultimate. I totally did not expect that. And you know, end of the day, I guess I have to admit that I totally messed up because of positioning, and most of the time we lose because not because we have a weak box, but because of our own mistakes. So yeah, that's it for today. But I will share a few games that I got lucky in the next episode. I do want to thank everybody. Thank you always for your support. And if you like my videos, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you all later. Aloha.